Hello. The next question is, the political and administrative reorganization of states and territories has been a continuous ongoing process since mid-19th century. Discuss with examples. Okay. They are telling that from 1850 onwards, there has been this state reorganization, changing the borders of one state, attaching one state with other state. This thing was continuously happening. So, how to visualize the points, how to generate points and generate next point from the previous point, how to do this in a chain format, we'll see that. We know that the first thing that that must come to our mind when we talk about this reorganization of states or territories is the Bengal partition of 1905. Okay, with this British has set the precedent for state reorganization. It was for administrative efficiency in their language. So when the administrative efficiency was the reason for state reorganization in the pre-independent times, in the post-independent times, there started demands for reorganization of states based on cultural purposes and for linguistic purposes, etc. And this led to the formation of Andhra Pradesh in 1953. So while this linguistic based reorganization of states was going on, there started demands for new state formation based on the requirement for better governance and administrative efficiency. That led to the formation of Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, etc. And apart from this requirement, that is, apart from the administrative efficiency and better governance, in some areas, that is in the northeast areas, etc., the people started demanding for a separate state based on cultural and political autonomy. They said that our culture is different and we need political autonomy. We need to govern ourselves. So Nagaland came. While this particular cultural and political autonomy was a reason in the case of northeastern states, the security and strategic aspects was the reason for the formation of Jammu Kashmir states. Okay, which got divided into Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. Okay, so apart from this security aspect, there is one state called Sikkim which got created with the external pressure created by the people of Sikkim to its rulers to be part of India. So this is one last example that you can quote. By this blueprint we will be preparing the structure, then we will be writing an introduction and conclusion, then we will be writing the answer. So let us see how can we write an introduction on this. We have to say that, okay, by rewriting the question itself, we can write an introduction. Okay, India's political and administrative landscape has been witnessing huge changes in the mid-18th century, and that has reshaped the country's map to accommodate what all demands: linguistic demand, cultural demand, and administrative demand, kind of thing. Security demand, strategic demand, everything you can write. So colonial reorganization, we write the examples of Bengal partition in 1905. The British divided the Bengal into two provinces for administrative efficiency, and we have to say that it got annulled in 1911 due to strong protests. We know that, right? So this was the precedent. After the independence, the demand started with the cultural or linguistic basis, demands for new state. So that led to the formation of Andhra Pradesh in 1953. That was carved out from the erstwhile Madras state. So it became the first Indian state to be formed on purely linguistic basis. You can write on that. So this is how we extend the points. We know that it was for Andhra Pradesh, but without stopping there, just write that it became the first state to be formed on a purely linguistic basis. So while the formation of linguistic based states is going on, the people started demanding new states for the administrative purposes, administrative efficiency purposes, and for better governance purposes. So in 2000, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, and Chhattisgarh got created from Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and Madhya Pradesh respectively. So why? Because these areas were very vast. Even now we know that UP is very vast, but at that time even it was very vast. So in the areas of Uttarakhand, etc., there was no development. Okay, to address these development disparities and better governance, these states got created. So while this administrative efficiency was the reason for creating these states, some states in Northeast demanded for separate state for getting political autonomy as their culture and traditions were different. So that led to the formation of Nagaland in 1963. So it was in response to the distinct cultural identity of Naga people. So while these cultural and political autonomy was the reason for the Northeast state, strategic and security reorganization. We know that Jammu Kashmir is a border state and the kind of issues that is going on we know. So that was the reason for the division of Jammu Kashmir into Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, okay, as two union territories. So security was one of the factors. Apart from that, there are multiple factors for the division of Jammu and Kashmir. Then while security is one reason for the creation of Sikkim, the another reason for creation of Sikkim is the external agreements and pressure. So we are continuing from this point to this point. Like not only the pressure created by the people and the agreement signed by the Sikkim rulers with India, even security was a consideration for the creation of Sikkim, because the people of Sikkim was afraid of external agencies from intruding into their affairs. So they wanted India to be attaching them. So that led to the formation of Sikkim in 1975 as the 22nd state, okay, of India. Oh, actually it was the culmination of a referendum held by the people, where people of India, people of Sikkim, wanted to join the Indian Union. So by this point we can conclude by saying that, okay, from colonial beginning, for administrative efficiency, till the strategic needs and security purposes, the reorganization of states and territories in India has been an evolving journey. So this frequent reorganization is reflecting India's socio-political complexities and aspirations of the people. India's social, political complexities and aspirations of people. So because of all these factors, this reorganization was done in India. Thank you.